Hi everyone, I hope you had a lovely weekend. Welcome back to Monday, listeners.
A big sponsor shout out goes to Tatiana's School of Couture as she launches her online sewing workshops. Use the link on the Daily Series podcast to hop over to Tatiana's website and booking today.
It's ASG Monday, and let's give a warm welcome back to Louise Sparrow, who is the ASG chair. How are you, Louise?
I'm well, thank you very much. Can't believe another week has gone by.
It just goes so fast whether we're in lockdown or not.
Yeah, that's right.
I've seen that there's another workshop that has been offered to guild members. Would you like to give us an update about that?
Sure. We've brought on board one of our industry partners, a lovely, lovely lady named Anne Wally, who lives in Victoria, and she is also known as the Patent Whisperer. If anybody is familiar with Anne, they'll know that she's an absolute ball of dynamite, and she's a fabulous presenter, and she has agreed to do sort of a mini workshop for us, again using Zoom. So nobody has to leave their sewing room or their lounge room. She'll come to you, and she is going to talk about feet. Okay, so she's not a podiatrist.
No.
She's going to talk about sewing machine feet. And we all know that we've all got a huge collection of feet and probably don't know what half of them do. And hopefully this little tutorial will demystify some of those feet for you. It's not a hands-on workshop as such, so you're not actually going to be sitting at your sewing machine. It's purely a presentation. To be perfectly honest, I have no idea how many feet she's going to talk about, but she'll probably tell you that a little bit later on in a separate podcast. I'm sure she'll cover quite a wide variety of feet. Her presentation, I believe, will run for about half an hour, so you can cover quite a bit in that time. Then she's going to allow time after that for question and answer. So, if you've got a really weird foot, you could always hold it up in front of your screen and show her, and she might be able to tell you what it's all about.
That's right.
So the question and answer time really goes pretty much as long as it needs to. There's no cutoff. I mean, obviously, it's not going to go for hours and hours, but hopefully you'll be able to get your questions answered by an expert.
By an expert. Our listeners do know Anne Wally very well because she's one of the co-hosts here on Sew Organised Style.
Yeah.
So from what I can see on the events page, it's a 2-hour session. So you're right. There's plenty of time after the half an hour of going through whatever the particular sewing machine foot is to ask lots and lots of questions.
Yeah. The 2 hours is generous. I think we've said check into the meeting at 10 o'clock and the presentation starts at 10:30. Goes for half an hour. So then you've got a full hour, to answer questions. May not need that long, but maybe you will. So yeah, plenty of time. Set aside a good 2 hours, get yourself a cup of coffee, get a little snack, and sit down and enjoy yourself. This one is not free. You do need to pay for that. But I think people understand that you can't expect to have everything for free. When you go to a tutored workshop, you do normally pay for it. Members' fee is $11 and non-members $20.
And it looks like the day that she's running this on is on the 3rd of June.
3rd of June, starting in the mornings. I have to say we've already got some bookings.
That's all right.
Yeah, but we've not set a limit for this one, so you don't need to worry about missing out. I think we'll probably just keep taking bookings right up to the 3rd of June.
It's great. So our listeners can have a look at the events page on ozsew.org and Get to Know Your Feet. Now, our listeners who know Instagram, and they all do, would have seen Anne already doing a little video letting people know about the Get to Know Your Machine Feet session that you just talked about. So I think it's going to be quite dynamic.
Yeah, I watched her little video and I thought, oh gosh, she's managed to make the whole topic sound quite naughty. It sounds like fun.
It's a bit of a Nigella Lawson way of making food sexy,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's our Anne. She's wonderful.
Yeah, she's good value. I totally agree with that.
Yeah. So it sounds like it's going to be an informative but a really fun session.
Yes, I'm sure it will be.
Well, thanks again, Louise, for joining us on Monday and giving us an update of another great workshop that's available for both our listeners and for guild members.
No, thank you for inviting me. And I'm really happy to be able to to share this with you because this is all a new venturing into new horizons for the Guild. We've not done something like this before, and it's really great to be able to offer new things to our members and also to hopefully encourage more people to join the Guild.
And it's really great to see the Australian Sewing Guild taking on the challenge of this environment and using technology to be a lot more accessible too.
It's something that we have introduced because of this whole lockdown environment, but it doesn't mean that it has to stop once life returns to normal, because we do have a lot of members who are geographically challenged. They can't get to group meetings. And so this is a way of offering them something that they can participate in their own home.
Almost a public service, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's really good. Listeners, thank you for joining us. Louise, thank you for joining us and updating us. And I hope everyone has a really good day. See you again tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye-bye.